lot of people ask me where the term bipolar Barbie came from. And no, it's not because you might think I look like a Barbie doll and I have bipolar disorder. No. I came up with the term one day when my housemate asked me, why do you have so many clothes? And I replied to her, well, I have so many different personalities, they each need their own wardrobe. And it got me thinking how expressive I am, how many different styles I actually do wear depending on my mood state. The clothes that I'm attracted to when I'm depressed are very different to what I like to wear when I'm manic. You know, when I'm manic, it's colorful, it's bright, it's sexy. When I'm depressed, it's a lot of black, a lot of oversized clothing. You know, I need to represent the color of my soul. When people ask me why I wear so much black, you know, it's my happy color. So that was like the starting point for this whole journey for me, because I remembered on my childhood and playing with a Barbie doll. Like when you're shopping for a Barbie doll, there is so many choices. You've got nurse Barbie, you've got pregnant Barbie, you've got stay-at-home mum Barbie, roller skating Barbie, horse riding Barbie, pool Barbie, mermaid Barbie. You have so many different types of Barbies. And when I was playing with Barbie dolls, I remember, you know, deciding what outfits I wanted them to wear. And, you know, it's like those Barbie dolls don't really have a choice in what they're going to be each day, each time someone plays with them. It's a new outfit that they get adorned with, and the outfit probably signifies or tells them what role they're going to be playing that day, whether they're going to be getting married, whether they're going to be sitting at home, you know. And I'm much like that with my illness. My many outfits are anxiety, depression, mania, borderline, low self-esteem. There are so many problems that I face on a daily basis, and they vary from day to day. They vary depending on the time of year and what I'm doing in life at that particular time, what problems I'm experiencing. So I think I really am just like a naked Barbie doll. And my clothes definitely give me an indication of what I'm gonna face each day, what mood I'm in, and my world is really influenced by those different outfits, if you want to use that analogy. Another question that I'm widely sorry, frog in my throat since I'm in the pool, a bit of an amphibian. Where am I from? Okay, so I'm from Australia, if you can't tell that from my accent. G'day, how you going, mate? I don't think a typical Australian accent, but you Americans and Pommies probably can tell the difference. So whereabouts in Australia do I live? I live in like northern coastal New South Wales. It's a beautiful spot. There's a lot of sunshine, close to the beach. To me, this is really my happy place. I've lived in a lot of places in the world. I've lived in Europe. I've lived on the Gold Coast, Sydney, Melbourne. I've visited a lot of places and I've traveled a lot. But to me, this environment, this sort of habitat is really conducive to promoting a healthy state of mind, a healthy lifestyle. And that's not just the only thing, I guess, that I need to be happy and to be healthy, but it does help so much. So again, like my video that I posted the other day about my experiences with recovery, it's like a giant puzzle. So this is just one of the puzzle pieces that I've worked out that I need to be in a place like this, that I need to be home where I have the support, where I have the people that are around me when I do need help, and I have the hobbies that I enjoy, like my horse, like swimming, so many things that I enjoy that do allow me to escape my mind and make me overall a lot happier. Although I was born in Sydney and I moved up here about 9 years old. Now, one of the other questions that I found online was, which one of my parents am I closest to? The answer is none. Although I did used to be closest to my dad, I was daddy's little girl. He used to be my hero until he abandoned me. So I spent my years searching for a hero, but I think ultimately I worked out that if I needed a hero and no one was going to step up and save me, then I had to save myself. So I became my own hero, and I am really, really proud of that. Which one of my parents do I like more? Well, again, neither. What's my biggest regret in life? I try not to live with regrets. You know, a lot of stuff has happened in my life, and if I regret it, then I would just crumble under the pressure, you know? The things that have happened in my life, the experiences that I've had is just like this giant wave crashing over me. And if I choose to think about it, then I'm going to get crushed by it. Like a ton of concrete just coming down on me. Like I can't breathe when I think about those things. So I choose not to think about them. People say to me all the time, how can you be so positive? And it's kind of like, well, if I'm not positive, then I just honestly could not be here today. I couldn't survive. I didn't choose for these things to happen to me. I didn't choose to be mentally ill, but I do choose to acknowledge and accept the things that have happened to me in my life. Even the things that I didn't ask for, or even the mistakes that I have made. I take ownership of them. I own all of that shit that I have created, either intentionally or non-intentionally. And I think at the very least, if I can create that much shit in my life, imagine what I could do if I had purpose. That I think shows just the capacity that humans have to create and the amount of time and energy that we really do have at our disposal. And I've wasted a lot of that time and energy on people who didn't deserve it, on, you know, the struggles that mental illness made me face. And now that I'm starting to be a little bit free from that, all I want to do is put that time and energy into living, into creating a life for myself. And I think becoming mentally ill, even that, I'm grateful for that. Up until then, I was always an overachiever at school. I could achieve anything I set my mind to. The sky was the limit. My potential was absolutely limitless. But I never worked hard a day in my life. And when I became mentally ill, I guess mental illness is like climbing up a hill, or falling down a hill, a mountain ridge. You just go up and down. But for me, losing my functioning capacity, getting to a stage where it was so hard even just to do like the basic things in life, taught me perseverance. It taught me patience, and it taught me to validate the amount of effort that I put into something, not the results that I may achieve. That success is not about having a uni degree, is not about winning awards, it's not about having a high-paying job or getting materialistic possessions and recognition. No, the definition of success is if you achieve whatever you set out to do. And if all I do is set out to survive, then I am a successful person. It doesn't make you a failure just because you can't achieve, you know, the things that society expects of you. So lowering your own expectations, knowing that it's not forever, that it is just a temporary thing, and that right now, these are my limitations, and I'm going to do the best that I can to work within those limitations. And I'm going to be okay with that. I'm going to accept that. Now, am I a dog person or a cat person? Dogs all the way. Fun fact about dogs. Now, I am a dog person all the way. Never really connected with cats. Fun facts about pets, right? Dogs are the only safe pets to have, in the sense that a dog's pack and sort of beliefs and the way that they interact with each other is so similar to the human like family system that they very easily integrate into our lives. They do have a sense of family like we do, whereas any other animal, cats for example, don't. Like they would sleep on a baby's head and they would kill it. They don't have the capacity, it's not in their nature to care about others. Whereas dogs are, you know, they are loyal and they will protect you in that way. What's at the top of my bucket list? God, I have lots of things to do before I die. But at the same time, I could die today and be quite happy with the things that I have done in my life. I choose to be grateful for everything that I have achieved and experienced so far, even the really, really negative things. One thing that I have found is there's kind of this secret bucket list. I like to call it the bipolar bucket list. Like, there are things in life that you wouldn't put on your bucket list, that you wouldn't tell people are on your bucket list, that you don't think that you wanted to tick off your bucket list until they happen, right? So, for example, like getting arrested. I don't know, like there's a lot of things in there that, you know, I'm not necessarily like proud of, but looking back on it, I kind of go, you know what? I'm glad that happened to me, because at least now I can say that I've done it, I've been there, done that. It's just another life experience, another lesson to learn from. So jumping out of a moving car, I think, was another one. I wouldn't promote that, but, you know, there are things that just kind of happen. So I think a bucket list is ever growing, and there's also a bucket list that we don't create. Just a life list that you need to tick off to grow as a person. As much as I've had these really borderline narcissistic abusive relationships, both physically and psychologically, I would not be where I am today in my recovery. I would not be the person that I am today with my understanding, should those things have, you know, not happened to me. So even them, I'm grateful for. They were unpleasant and they were horrible, but I can't change them. And because I've learned so much from them, that insight is invaluable to me. Am I afraid of heights? Yes, I am absolutely terrified of heights. I mean, there are not many things in this world that kind of scare me. My friends describe me as being this very non-reactive person, this very calm person. It's almost like I just expect inconvenient and horrible things to happen. I just kind of go like, okay, another one. You know, they always say it's like things don't affect me. And even though it might seem like it does here, because I've created this safe place where I communicate with you guys my inner turmoil, I think in everyday life, I'm not like that, in the sense that I will talk openly and honestly about anything and everything, but I don't complain about it. I just suck it up and I get on with it. It might seem like I'm complaining on these blogs, and, you know, every now and again someone says that, but it's not complaining. It's not. It's just expressing my life, because people need to know what it is truly like for us. You need to know what I have overcome and the struggles that I have faced to appreciate where I am today. And I think that's just stigma of mental illness in a whole, because it's like people don't understand. If they don't understand our struggle, then they don't understand how hard we're working to get better. And I think most people in society think that we don't work hard, that we want to be mentally ill, that, you know, we've chosen to be like this, that we're not working hard to get to where we are simply because we're not achieving results. And I think that is like really, really sad.